And now on local radio, step inside the scariest radio thriller of our age. But beware, you might not make it out alive. Written by Richard Martin and starring Matthew McCafferty, Hannah Thompson, and Ryan McArthur. Welcome to Nightmare Castle.
What a tosser.
Hey, I was listening to that, Phil.
He's a tosser, Nikki.
Who?
Richard Martin.
Why? No one's seen him for years. What's he done to you?
He's stolen all my brilliant ideas.
Just turn it back on, right?
Fine, but I'm not listening to this.
But it is uncertain as to
Now,
whether
like I was saying,
I want to hear this.
And just repeating our top story, the international copyright law has been amended. Previously, a creator's work remained under copyright for 50 years following his or her death. Under the new changes, works will become free to use immediately after the author has died. You're listening to Local Radio News.
Wow.
Nikki, listen. Richard Martin's taken my ideas.
Phil, how can he steal from you? He hasn't said a word to the public since before we were born.
Well, you know how I said it would be a great idea for a segment if we got someone to walk around the city?
Giving clues to where he is, getting listeners to come up and find him. Yes, the fugitive. I know. What about it?
I've been pushing that for months. Don't you know how much sponsorship we'd get? The audience that would bring? I'd be a millionaire if only my idea...
But it's not your idea. You know Martin came up with that years ago.
But he won't do anything about it. I came up with the idea myself anyway. So what if he had it first? Surely I can have it if he doesn't use it.
Yeah, but everyone knows that he keeps track of his ideas. He's got folders of documents that he uses for evidence, and you've got nothing. He's done this before. His lawyers would sue you for everything you've got.
Well, I've got $300 in the bank and shoes that are falling apart. He can have those if he wants.
Well, you heard the news. Copyright's gone after the owner's dead now. You could kill him. No, I was joking, don't you...
Why not? No one's seen him for years. Who would miss him?
You're not serious.
Well, we won't know till we get there, will we?
Where are you going? You're leaving now?
We're leaving now. Come on then.
What? Apart from the fact you're insane, you have work here to do. You've got to finish that tribute for... that other guy that died. Ed Fleet.
That can wait. I'm not looking forward to trawling through hours and hours of Ed Fleet's best bits, though.
I'm not coming. I'm not.
Yes, you are. The loss of a great radio legend, Ed Fleet, has shocked us all.
He will live on as one of the greats in Australian radio history. You'd be hard-pressed to find another one like him anywhere.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Ed Fleet, and welcome to the show.
Join me, Phil Bruce, as I pay tribute to the man who kept us entertained for 30 years. Next week, here on Local Radio.
You're not actually serious.
Yes, I am.
We're going to kill a radio host we've never even met.
Yes.
But we don't know where he is.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you can make a load of money.
It's not the money. There's pride, glory, and intellectual property at stake here. But, yes, the money.
Do you even know where we're going?
Of course I do. I have an idea where he might be, with no hard evidence. But it's best not to dwell.
That's ridiculous. There's no way you're going to get me on this train. It's not going to happen. No way.
Doors closing. Please stand clear.
Come again?
How the hell did you do that?
Discreetly.
Allow me to humour you. If we find him, how do you even plan on getting away with it?
Well, think about it. He's a recluse. No one's seen him or heard from him for years. He's got no family, and who's going to notice if he stops sending in work? And if he's where I think he is, he probably won't be discovered for years anyway.
What's the... You're actually serious about this, aren't you? Where do you think he is? And what the hell are you going to do when you get there?
We're going to find a little decommissioned radio station in Martin's hometown. It hasn't broadcast for years. I'm 100% sure that's where he is. And there are tons of ways to die in a radio station.
Such as?
Well, he could be strangled by his own headphone cords. He could accidentally electrocute himself.
You are unstable.
Well, how did Ed Fleet die?
How should I know?
Could have been high blood sugar, too many icy cold cans of Coke.
Well, I hope you mention that in the tribute you're making, which, by the way, you haven't finished yet.
The man is dead, Nikki. You can wait a little longer.
I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. I can't believe it. So, this is where you think he is. This rotten, dodgy old building.
This is where they used to run local radio. They moved to newer studios, but I'm certain things still go on inside here.
And you think Richard Martin is in here?
Yep. Now I just have to work out how to get in.
Let it be known that I'm totally against this, but I'm too involved to back out now.
What are you doing? Don't pick anything up. Who knows how long it's been out here?
It's just a rock. Get over yourself.
And what are you going to do with... Well then.
Don't ever say I'm not loyal to you, Phil. Come on. We need to find his records. The written evidence that he owns the fugitive.
Let's look for the studios first.
Wouldn't he have an office?
Not in a dump like this.
Hang on. If he's a recluse, he's probably spending his time cooped up in a tiny room with no natural light.
The production booth. Excellent.
Can I help you?
Well,
It's him!
It's me.
Richard Martin. It's such a pleasure to meet you. We're big fans, you know. I'm particularly fond of The Fugitive. You might have heard of it.
And you came to convince me to let you use it.
Well, in a matter of speaking, yes.
Phil?
Phil Bruce, is it really? I thought I recognized your arrogance.
What?
Are you surprised? I know you, the eminent young producer Phil Bruce. Some would say the next Ed Fleet, the very man you've been preparing to farewell.
What are you getting at? How do you know me?
News travels quickly in this industry, Bruce, and you're not the first person to come seeking the rights for my property.
We're not here for permission. Have you heard the news? Once the creator of a work has died, their work is no longer bound by copyright.
I am aware.
So you can either sign the rights over to us, along with all the documentation, or we can take them and remove you from the picture.
Is that so?
Yes.
You'll never make it out alive, boy. Come here.
Stay away from him.
Oh yes. Smash my windows and then hold the shards to my throat. Why don't you just rub salt on the wound?
Get over there, near the panel. Don't move.
Very well. But I have one last resort. Wouldn't it be a shame if I pushed this button?
Don't you dare!
Oh, what? Did you honestly think we were going to self-destruct? What possible use could there be for that function in a radio station?
Well, look, I don't know. Just get in the corner and let's get this over with.
So this is it? I'm impressed with your courage, and you came all this way. If you're going to kill me, there's something I should tell you. How's that tribute of yours going, anyway? Accurate? Fair?
Yes?
Maybe you could use some pointers. Guidance from a man who knew Fleet better than you ever could.
What do you mean?
I am Ed Fleet.
What?
The one and only, the very same. And I've just now had a change of heart. You two aren't going anywhere.
Bring it on!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Nightmare Castle.
We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you an emergency broadcast.
The international copyright law has been amended. Under the new changes, works will become free to use immediately after the author has died. I know you, the eminent young producer Phil Bruce. Some would say the next Ed Fleet, the very man you've been preparing to farewell.
Just get in the corner and let's get this over with.
If you're going to kill me, there's something I should tell you. I am Ed Fleet.
What?
You two aren't going anywhere.
You're Ed Fleet? It can't be. He's dead.
The character has been killed off. I've been portraying Fleet for years. Where do you think I've been this whole time?
Why would you kill yourself off? Fleet was the most popular presenter on air.
I created a dynamic, lovable personality, a household name, and if he dies, everyone wants to pay tribute. Kids like you get tasked with farewell projects, and you use as many copyrighted clips and sound bites as you can cram in there.
And you'd sue us.
Bingo. It really is a rich system. Hire actors and then have several going at once. Then just pay them back with the profits. Dan Lamarnick, he was one of mine. Arain Lynch has just had a liver transplant. And Derek Knotts has retired.
You're sick.
Alas, Ed Fleet's passing was too late. The law has changed, and beggars like you can use whatever you like so long as the poor bastard is dead, and I'm left without income. But no matter. I've been listening to your draft edits over our little network here, Bruce, and I must say I'm impressed. I'm especially fond of the music you have chosen, but regrettably, I cannot find it in my own resources.
The music is my work, you won't find it anywhere.
Well, that is a shame. I'd quite like to use it.
No chance.
I'm afraid you'll have to wait until I die before you can get your grubby hands on that.
Well, I can't fault your logic.
No!
You're going to kill us so you can steal a bit of music?
Well, it would make a lovely addition to my vast collection of, shall we say, appropriated material. One day I'll find that idea, that $1 million idea, and make it my own.
But why? Be original, be innovative, be creative.
Don't be daft, boy, you know what it's like. You get your big payoff and then it's a check in the mail every 3 months for 67 cents and you can't live off that. Don't kid yourself. That's why you're here. That's why I can't let you leave.
You're scum.
Spare me. Now, how are we going to do this? Quick and painless, or shall we stretch it out a bit? It's rating season, you know, and we've fallen behind. Not enough murder mysteries.
Let's start one.
Hold on. Before we move on, it's time we cross to Ricky M in the traffic chopper. Yes, it's looking fairly clear and incident-free on our roads tonight, except for 2 lucky little listeners who've come to ruin my day.
What?
Coming up next, they're on Timely Death. Back to you in the studio. Thanks, Ricky. Now, where were we? Oh yes, Phil and Nikki. Thanks for coming all this way. For your effort, you've won a 3-pack of CDs, including the new single by Celine Dion and A Lifetime in Hell.
This guy's nuts.
Go find his office, find his records. At the very least, we need to destroy those.
Alright, don't do anything stupid.
It's a little late for that.
Oh, where could they be? This is ridiculous. We should never have come. This man wants to kill us. Oh, The Fugitive by Richard Martin. A station promotion in which a staff member shall be placed in an undisclosed location to be discovered by station listeners based on clues given. This is it! Oh no!
And welcome back.
Phil, I've got the records. Let's go. We need to get out of here.
Leaving so soon? How could you leave me here with no content? I've already played Dancing Queen 3 times today.
That's torture enough without you trying to murder us.
Oh, you came to do the same thing to me. Was I supposed to allow myself to die? And the doors are locked. Stop moving away from me. There's no use. Come and collect your prize.
We've got to do it. We have to overpower him at least. He's insane. Who knows what he'll do?
You see if you can get behind him and I'll...
What's that? I can't hear you. Your levels are a bit low.
Maybe you can hear this. I've got him. Hit him.
What?
He wants to kill us. Hit him.
Get away, girl.
Nikki, what did you do to her?
Relax, it's just a little head trauma. She'll be fine in a few months.
That's it. I've had enough.
My awards cabinet!
Don't move. This is the sharpest award in all of radio, and I bet you'd love to be known as the man who was stabbed to death on his own accolade.
You wouldn't do it. You wouldn't. There's no way.
Say goodnight, Martin. You're off the air.
Stop, please! Get on the ground!
Huh?
One male, early 20s, another early 40s, one female appears unconscious. What happened to her?
She needs help. This bastard tried to kill us.
We know. We've been listening. You've been broadcasting live to the radio. Arrest them all until we work out what happened.
What?
Oh, come on. We're in a building full of microphones. You might have thought I would use them.
But what?
Well, you were going to kill me. I feared for my life.
I think the city has heard enough.
But now they have all the evidence they need to convict you.
Regrettably, yes. But don't forget, I invented the fugitive. Our top story tonight. Radio legend Richard Martin has been charged with attempted murder after a bizarre incident that was broadcast live on local radio.
The man, thought to have been in hiding for years, revealed himself to be the alter ego of the late Ed Fleet. His intended victims, a 21-year-old male and a 20-year-old female, remain in hospital in stable conditions. The recording of the incident remains police property, but is expected to be replayed this Saturday from 10 p.m. You're listening to Local Radio News.